Welcome to Middle East Minute by Al Monitor. From our studio in New York, I'm Adam Lucente. Here are the headlines we're looking at across the region. Today is Monday, July 13th, 2026. The Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen accused Saudi Arabia of striking the Sanaa airport on Monday. The Houthis said the kingdom will, quote, pay a heavy price for the attack. Saudi Arabia, however, did not immediately comment. The war in Yemen has largely died down since a 2022 ceasefire. Saudi Arabia subsequently tried talks with the Houthis, but no deal was reached, and the territory remains divided between the Houthis, the Saudi-backed government, and various other actors. The U.S. and Iran exchanged more strikes over the weekend and into Monday. Most recently, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, said on Monday they had targeted U.S. military sites in Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, and Jordan. The U.S. military said on Sunday it hit Iranian military targets throughout the country in response to attacks on ships in and around the Strait of Hormuz. This latest round of fighting followed strikes by both states in recent days, and Iran declared Hormuz closed on Saturday, though the U.S. insists it's open. The waterway has become the flashpoint for the latest escalation. Iran is seeking to exert control over the strait and establish a toll system, something the Trump administration has rejected. The U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding called for Iran to establish dialogue with Oman on the future management of the strait. Notably, Oman summoned the Iranian ambassador on Sunday over the attacks. The price of Brent crude oil was up more than 3% to around $78.50 a barrel on Monday, as of the time of recording. U.S. President Donald Trump has said in recent days that the ceasefire with Iran is over, while leaving the door open for more talks. Some U.S. media outlets reported late last week that Qatar and Pakistan were working to bring the U.S. and Iran back to the negotiating table, but no talks have been scheduled. Iraqi Prime Minister al-Zaidi is traveling to Washington and will arrive on Tuesday. He will meet Trump on the first day of the trip and remain in the country for the week. Deals and discussions on energy, economic cooperation, and Iraqi efforts to disarm Iran-backed militias are expected, and Al Monitor will be tracking the visit closely. The European Union announced on Monday it launched an initiative to send $1 billion in aid to the Gaza Strip. Japan and the World Bank are likewise part of the program. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham died suddenly on Sunday due to a heart ailment. Graham was a staunch supporter of and consultant to Trump on foreign policy issues and was mourned by leaders throughout the Middle East. The new Syrian parliament met on Sunday for the first time since the late 2024 collapse of the Assad regime. Most lawmakers were elected by regional subcommittees last year, but new President Ahmed Shara appointed about a third of the members of parliament. Shara has pledged to hold general elections once the necessary infrastructure is in place, and the current system grants him extensive executive authority. Thanks for listening to Middle East Minute. For the links to these stories and to keep up with headlines from across the region, visit almonitor.com and subscribe to Middle East Minute on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, I'm Adam Lucente.